Welcome to Tangling Along with me. We are continuing on tanglepatterns.com, and today it is this pattern right there that we are going to do. So let us open up the book and find the page that we are working on here. And you can make this either as a border or as a single pattern thingy thing. So I'm gonna do it as a single pattern, and I'm just trying to figure out where, because I have two single patterns right there and I'm not sure I want to have them that close together, but I could put it maybe here. If I turn it a bit around, then I can have it right here. So if you want to make it as a singular pattern or a mono pattern, you are going to start with a circle here. If you want it to be a border, you are going to start with two lines and then a circle and circles all the way down the line. When we have the circle done, or the orb, we are going to connect it so that it is kind of a 6, the number 6. And we are going to do the same at the bottom, so it's kind of turning into the shape of the number 9. So that's the first part. Now we have this little point here and the point here. That is obvious, but we are going to connect lines from this line to that point. So I'm going to start with that one, following it and going to end up on that point. But because I have the border right there, I'm not being able to do that anymore. So I'm just gonna go behind the border here. I have a cat here for some reason sitting there. Anyway, I'm just gonna make as if these lines are going behind here at the border. And I am going to turn my book around for this. So I'm gonna show you here on the other side how it actually has to look. So you're going to start on that line, going around and ending down there. So taking off at the middle line there and then going down and land. And then just aura around. There we go. I'm just gonna do like that. There we go. And then you actually go and make a little line out, and over here you would go the other way, but I'm gonna make this one go behind whatever is happening over here. And then from the side of this thing, you're going out and land on the line, and from the other side of it, you're just gonna out right there. And then we can stop here, or we can go in and color some of these. So I could go in here and color in some of that line, make a gap or a sparkle, and then color the rest of it. And what I'm doing on one side, I'm also doing on the other side. then I can correct my line a tiny bit. Leave the sparkle and color the rest. There we go. And you can do that on every second of these if you want to, or you can just leave it as it is, but I think I'm gonna do it on the next here. Leaving the sparkle and coloring in the rest here. The good part about this is that you can correct a few of your lines when you are coloring in like that. And yes, I am just turning around my book here so I know exactly where to draw. This one as well. And I'm trying to leave the sparkle at the same place every time. And then I have one more over here. There we go. And I'm thinking of making small lines here, just to do something on one side of this. There we go. I kind of like that. Let me put my lid on here. And then I see I have my string line making the way through this little pattern here. So I don't want that. And hopefully your string line is not that visible, but I have to make mine really visible so that everyone can see where they are on the camera. And even though that I made mine even more visible than normal, it can be really hard to see them. So I'm sorry about that. I'm going to take my white charcoal here and I'm just gonna pop in a tiny bit of it in each of these sparkles here. Taking my Tortillion for the white and just soften it out a bit. Making the sparkle a bit more white. I really don't know what more to do. So let me grab my graphite pen here and I'm gonna put some shading down this line here. Taking my Tortillion and softening it out into a shadow. Turning my book, I'm doing the same over here. And, oops, I forgot one. Let me just quickly make that one. There we go. And then soften out the shading or the shadow. And I'm gonna do one right here as well. And if you have the other one going the opposite way, then you do it on that one as well. There we go. And I was thinking of taking my red Micron 03 here and just color in the center just to get a little more color. I think that's it. So that is the pattern for today. It was this one right here, and you will be able to use that one for a border, but then I would advise you to go look it up so you can see how that is done. But it's actually also very, very pretty as a border. So that was it for today. Thank you for watching and have an attitude of gratitude.